So I've heard you talk about scaling up mindset versus startup mindset, and that this is a pivotal shift in growing a company. What is the difference between startup mindset and scaling up mindset?
You know, in a startup mindset, that's the time when, business just about starts up. And in that phase, the business owner or the CEO is worried about growing his revenues, controlling his costs, populating teams, hiring people, productivity, and all of these things, which are very, very important to run a business. But if you are stuck in that kind of a mindset, and that's all you're doing, then you're never going to get into a scaling up your business kind of a phenomena. Because a startup mindset locks you into incremental growth and you continue in that trajectory. A scaling up mindset, you start addressing different aspects. So you take up something like doubling and you start applying the principle of doubling to everything that's there in your business. Doubling my revenues, doubling my customer base, doubling my gross margin, doubling, and wherever you can, you start seeing how you can start to double. So the next is valuation. And most business owners are not thinking about growing valuation of their company. They want it. But what are the mechanics of valuation? So valuation basically comes from a very simple, multiple of your net profit. So if you want to exit your business, then you can safely assume that the investor will want at least a 20% return on his investment. So the net profit that you are able to demonstrate, 5 times of that is the value of your business.
Right.
So now what are all the elements that will help to increase your net profit, which is away from focusing on top line growth and cost and all the rest of it. As you start focusing on the net profit, you'll be amazed to see so many of your decisions getting refined and moving in a different direction. The third element is execution. And, mastering how results are created. So results is a function of an active intention. And from their active intention, there's a bunch of action that, the teams take. And the results flow from the actions. The results only come from actions. They don't come from planning. They don't come from thinking. They don't come from meetings. They don't come from spreadsheets. They don't come from any other place except an action. So footballer, he is standing in front of the ball in a penalty shot and is thinking about taking that shot. The thinking doesn't produce the goal. He confers with his team members. The conference doesn't produce the goal. None of that produces the goal. It's only the kick that's going to produce the goal. It's action that produces results. So the quality of actions that your organization is taking. So once you start focusing on those actions and refining those actions, and that's where coaching comes into existence. Then why does a footballer need to go to a coach? Is that the coach helps him to refine the effectiveness of his actions, the efficiency of his actions, so that with the same amount of effort, his results start to grow. So these are the different elements that once you start, grappling with this, your mindset shifts from a startup mindset to a scaling up mindset. And once the scaling up mindset sets in, your business slowly starts to scale up. Because without that mindset forming, there is no way in which your business is going to scale up. It's all the time going to get locked into working on just growing incrementally. Because your focus is on how do I grow my revenue, how do I control my cost and all the rest of it. I mean, which is great, do it. But when you move to scaling up mindset, all of these things get amplified and things start to move in a different